channel. I'm Kristen from runfitmama.net, or you can find me on Instagram at runfitmama. I know it's been a really long time since I uploaded a video, but since I'm doing Fitmas over on my Instagram account, I wanted to add in a couple of longer videos talking about my running and some things that are coming up. So I registered for the Goofy Challenge, which if you don't know what that is, it's a half marathon on Saturday, which I'm running with my best friend while she runs her first half marathon. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be running the Disney World full marathon. I originally was going to sign up for just the full marathon day, but when Lauren sparked some interest in running the half, I of course had to sign up for Goofy. I do plan on running the full Dopey Challenge in 2023 because it is an anniversary year, not only for the marathon, it's the 30th, and then for the Dopey Challenge, it's the 10th. So I'm really, really excited for that. So as we all know, we've all been dealing with COVID for almost 2 years now. My last race in person was February of 2020 at Disney World for the Princess Half Marathon. Actually, the challenge is what I did, and I was actually 18 weeks pregnant. So a lot has changed in the last 20 months or however long this has been going on for. But the second that runDisney posted that they were going to be bringing back registration, I jumped at the chance to register for Goofy. I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really nervous as well. Like, let's be honest. But we'll see how it goes. I've taken all the precautions that I can, wink, wink, without making this too controversial. I plan on wearing a mask in the corrals because it is a lot of people in the bathrooms and in lines for characters or bathroom lines or anything where I just don't feel comfortable. And I just kind of wanted to say, you need to do what's best for your comfort level. So if you do see someone in a mask or not in a mask, that is their comfort level. So try to be as kind to your fellow runner as you can while you're in your corrals or running around. We all might have different viewpoints on certain things that have happened in the last few months, but I think that the runner community is so centered in love and support that we need to carry that on through this interesting time. Okay, so since I'm running the Goofy Challenge, just like you do with Dopey, you need to practice running back-to-back days. So in fact, this coming Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be running 10 miles on Friday and 20 on Saturday to get my last long run, which I cannot believe I'm even saying that because I feel like every time you train for marathon or any race really, you don't ever feel ready. Like you don't feel like, yes, I would love to go run 26 miles tomorrow. But you do get it to a certain point where you're like, well, if I have hit this one milestone, I'm pretty sure I could hit it a little bit farther down the road. So I only train up to 20 miles or about 4.5 hours. You really don't get a benefit in going longer than that, to be honest. And you just kind of want to save your muscles, your legs, your energy for the actual race day. And then by giving myself about 3.5 weeks to taper down, I think that's enough time for me to rest, take a lot of immunity supplements, things like that, and just get my body really rested and well hydrated. That said, I will be still doing some longer runs. I'll probably do another 13, and then I'll be doing a 9 or a 10 mile run with my friend Lauren when she's here for Christmas, and we'll do kind of a shakeout run together and just kind of practice our intervals and syncing up our apps and seeing how that goes. So I would love to tell you that my weekly schedule for running has been perfect, but truthfully it has not. But I've had this in the back of my mind that I was going to be doing Goofy since I think registration was in June, I want to say. So I have been preparing myself in the sense that I've been trying to do 2 smaller weekly runs, usually Tuesday, Thursday, about 3 miles. And then I ramp it up on the weekends, always doing 2 back-to-back days. Now, has that been perfect? Absolutely never. Like running is never perfect. But I've just tried my best and, put in my best effort, and that's where we are. That said, I don't want you doing 2 things. I don't want you overtraining because you're so nervous, and I don't want you undertraining either. You need to respect the mileage. I feel like a lot of people that aren't runners, and know about Disney races have this mentality that it's easy because it's at Disney. But that's like saying a rock and roll race is easy because it's in New Orleans. Like, it's still the mileage, and whether or not you run a 6-minute mile or a 14-minute mile, you're still running 26.2 miles in a few hours. That's a lot of time on your feet. So you do need to respect the challenge and respect the mileage. Also something to keep in mind, make sure that you're keeping your nutrition in check and that you're practicing your hydration. So all of those things are really important to practice at home in case you need any sudden bathroom stops, if you know what I mean. Also, try to figure out like a 1 mile loop around your house. That has been super helpful for me when I'm testing out new socks or new leggings, or just trying to practice a different stride, or maybe I'm feeling really achy. It is nice to know I could do a loop, practice something new, and come home if I need to. And on those, along the lines of that, I have been having some TFL pain, which is right on the side of your hip. Like when you're laying down to go to sleep, that muscle right there. It's really frustrating because it's not like a muscle pull where if you just don't stretch it, you don't feel it. I feel it all the time, especially when I'm laying on my side. So something that I've been doing, which I think I might insert here. Okay, so this is quite possibly the worst angle I could be in, but I want to show you an exercise that has really helped me. Okay, so my top leg, I'm going to lay down my top leg. I'm rotating it in. Okay, so that way my glute med, middle muscle, is having to work a little bit harder. And I'm doing these heel slides up and down the wall. And I do 3 sets of 20 on each side, and I do them once a day. And then I pair that with single leg bridges right after. Okay, and then for your clamshell, I want you to work up to 3 different ones, right? So you can start here, then you can band it and put your band there. Then your second stage, you can have your hand on your hip and go up and down. And then your third stage, you can go up and lift that top leg. So those are just like ways you can build up the strength for your hips. Sorry if the video quality is bad. I was actually sending those videos to a client. But something that has been really helping me are those heel slides and then some clamshells. Basically, here's your butt, here's one cheek, right? The glute medius is usually really, really weak on a lot of people. It's just because we sit a lot, we sit in the car, and we just really aren't activating our butts as much as we should. And so that's been something that I've been really trying to get strong. And really, you don't need anything to do those 2 exercises I showed you. That's all something you can do with body weight. Also, single leg bridges are just a running staple. Something else that's been kind of annoying for me is my shoe situation. My third toe of my right foot has been going numb. So it's very annoying. I'm going back to the physical therapist tomorrow because I've never really asked him about this. So I'm going to see what he says. I've been trying to play up my shoes. I normally run in Asics, and I bought 2 pairs, one for each day of the race, in different colors, thinking that I would just pack those because they're the same make and model and everything that I've always been running in, and my feet are falling asleep. So it's super annoying. I bought some Brooks, trying them out, kind of noticing the same sensation. So I'm going to figure it out tomorrow. So if you want an update on that, I will gladly tell you. So something I just kind of wanted to point out, I feel like when you're training for a race, we all are carrying some of this stress, right? Like, where do we find the time? No one ever has a perfect running schedule or a perfect situation where they can fit in everything they need to do. And maybe you can, maybe you're just having one of those amazing training seasons where like everything is falling into place. And for that, I say, give yourself a pat on the back, get yourself some ice cream because you are winning. But for me, I just wanted to say, if you're feeling really stressed or frustrated, I'm with you, okay? Someone on one of the runDisney Facebook groups said that the hard part is not the race day, it's right now. It's this part, trying to manage taking hours out of your Saturday away from your family and your friends or things you need to do, especially around Christmas time, hours of your time and dedicating it to just running outside. And it can be really challenging, really difficult. And honestly, it's not even on the body, it's mental. I'm literally sitting there thinking, what could I be doing with my kids right now, my friends, all these other things. Now, that said, I still feel so lucky that we are able to go do this race. I mean, we are so blessed that they have figured out a way to make this happen, given everything that has happened in the last year and a half. So it's such a bittersweet feeling. Like, I'm nervous in the sense of standing in a crowd. Will I still feel all the feels that I used to feel at a Disney race after this has happened? It's almost like we've all been a little heartbroken by the state of things. And, when we go back, is it feeling like an ex-boyfriend. That doesn't quite spark the same feeling that you have. But, I'm sure it will be wonderful once I'm standing there in the corral, especially with all of my friends that I've made through Run Disney. But, we'll just have to see. So I'm going to talk to you about 2 more things really quickly. One thing is going to be about packing, which I'm going to be doing a longer packing video and some packing tips along the way. This is one of 4 videos I'm going to post before the Goofy Challenge. So if you have any questions about training, recovery, nutrition, anything like that, feel free to always reach out to me on Instagram and ask me a question, or you can put it in the comments down below. So one thing I just want to stress, make sure that you're doing your recovery, and not only foam rolling and stretching, yoga, things like that. You need to be sleeping. So if you have not tried to catch up on your sleep now, I would make it a goal for yourself that in December, you're going to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And 6 is like the lowest. 6 is like I'm feeling like death. So more like 7 to 9 maybe. Trying to get those amount of hours in every single night. And I know it's hard with like holiday parties, but really give yourself time to sleep in on the weekends. I don't really see the point of like forcing myself to wake up early on a Sunday to run unless I have something else to do. But I have seen people like wake up at 3:30 in the morning to go do their training run. And I don't know. I just don't see the point of that. I would rather get my sleep and run on fresh legs and a fresh brain than try to simulate the race fully. When you get there and your alarm is set for 3 a.m., trust me, the adrenaline, the excitement, it's going to wake you up. One quick thing also, if you're used to caffeine before a race, I would plan that now. I would figure out what you're going to do. If you're not a Disney coffee person like I am, like I love Starbucks, but I'm not really super into like the coffee that they have down at the resort. Then just plan ahead. Maybe you can pack some cold brew or order some from Amazon and just have it in the room ready to go and take, a little cup of coffee with you. They also sell coffee at the staging area with the DJ and all that fun stuff that happens before the race. They also, like I said, sell it in the lobby. But just make sure if you are used to caffeine before, try to have the same routine going that you have at home. And if you are not a caffeine runner before, don't think that this is a great time to all of a sudden chug an espresso and then go run 26 miles. That will not be good, if you know what I mean. Okay, so this is just a little packing tip. Like I said, I'm going to do a much longer packing video later. I'll do a pack with me video, and then I'll just also talk about packing tips and what you really need to be bringing to the races. But I wanted to show you something that I keep with me always. Like this is either on my nightstand or in my bathroom ready to go. But it's just a little pouch from Stony Clover Lane. It is clear and I have the words run on it because it's for running. Anyway, I just wanted to show this to you because I'm going to literally take this whole thing and just throw it in either my gear check bag, but I'm going to have it on my nightstand for the races. So it's obviously filled with, some lady products in case we have our lady times. So that's always in there. Also, I have mommy bladder. So if you understand what that means, you know what I'm talking about. I always have Body Glide in there. Make sure you get all the areas. Okay, I'm talking underwear lines, where your armband hits your bra strap. I don't care if you think you don't chafe, you will chafe in Florida humidity. I almost said Hawaii humidity, but like same difference, okay? Okay, so then I also bring this Ella MD. I got it from Amazon. It's just sunblock. So this one I use specifically for my face. And then I just use regular sunblock on my shoulders and my neck and things like that. You will burn, okay? It's again, Florida. Now, normally I have my Gooder running sunglasses that I have just on top, but they broke. So I'm waiting for some more to come in the mail. I also have my Beamco running lip balm. It's SPF 15 and it smells, this one is raspberry. It smells delicious. Okay, they also have like a coconutty one. I have an extra mask, which I'm assuming we're gonna need. Well, I'm going to be wearing them on the buses, but I bring this with me when I run around here in case I have to go to the bathroom somewhere. Advil, obvious reasons. Tissues, my nose always runs when I run. I have extra mascara. You know you're going to a Run Disney race when you have mascara in your run bag. I have gum because I always like to chew gum like the first mile or so. I don't know, I get nervous. And then my last thing is my liquid IV. So I normally run with Noon, but if I'm going on a super long run, like my 20 miler, this really has helped me really wake me up. I think because Now I'm not sure, and all of my Noon people that love Noon will probably tell me I'm wrong, but I feel like this has more B vitamins and that's what gives you a boost, but I will look into it. Now, Lauren, my friend, bought caffeinated liquid IV, which I didn't know they had. So she's going to try it out. We're both going to try and play with it a little bit because I feel like we are going to be really tired. But that's it. So that's everything that's in my little run kit that I will be bringing with me. And honestly, you could throw all this stuff in a Ziploc bag, okay? Which is what I used to keep everything in, and it does the same exact thing. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope that I helped answer some questions that you might have for your training. Today I did my 5 miler. It is Tuesday, so I'm going to do 5 miles today, and I'm probably just going to walk on Thursday because I'm going to do my longer run on Friday, Saturday. Also, something I wanted to tell you. Friday, I have a lot of clients, so I will probably run 5 miles in the morning, 5 miles in the afternoon. Is it ideal? Not really, but I'm telling you, sometimes when you break up those longer runs, it really does kind of save your energy and save your body for later on when you have to do something a little bit more grueling, like 20 the next day. And then also, something else I wanted to say is, don't feel like you have to have this conventional running schedule. You don't have to run a long run on a Saturday or a Sunday. I actually did find that once my kids were at school Monday morning, getting my longer run, I think I did my 18 miler on a Monday, and it was so much less stressful thinking that I had a house full of people at home needing me. They were just at school, so it didn't really matter anyway. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know and reach out if you have any running questions or want me to address something on my next video. I will see you in a few days with my second video. In my next video, we'll just be doing a training update, and I will be showing you some more packing cubes and what I'm already getting ready. Hint, I might already have my 2 running outfits packed and ready to go with socks and underwear and everything in each one. So I'll go over that, and I will hopefully help you answer some packing questions. Bye. Have a great day.